My thoughts on the all-new Fazari Timp Peak is I'm a big fan.
I love e-bikes. Hopefully everybody understands that. I think everybody would love e-bikes if they rode one.
So on the e-bike, you have a lot more mass to kind of push and pull off of. Cornering, having a lower center of mass just allows you to corner better, has more grip and traction in the tires, and in the air just allows you to maneuver the bike in a way to benefit you.
There's no downside, in my opinion. Like Mason, I have a motocross background, so jumping a heavier bike is just more fun. It's sometimes unnerving hitting a big jump on a light bike because there's nothing underneath you. And I also look at the weight as an advantage. So a lot of people say, oh man, it's heavier, so it's more cumbersome. There's more weight, but it's lower in the bike, so you have a lower center of gravity. Turning just can be absolutely violent and fun. You get to see more things. Again, if you go somewhere, even that you know or don't know, the ability to see it and then go back and ride the stuff you want, there's no downside to that. And, you know, for me, don't always have a whole lot of time to ride, and I can go rip an e-bike and it's like I was in the gym, but also out having fun. I think it's safe to say that I've split my time on e-bike and like acoustic. I don't know, can I say acoustic? Acoustic bikes, 50-50. And I've ridden a lot of different e-bikes. Some I was a big fan of, some I wasn't.
I was pretty skeptical coming in with it being a full 29er. Going into it, had ridden a lot of mullet bikes, so 27.5 rear, 29 front. This being a full 29er, I was thinking it wasn't going to turn as well, maybe it wasn't going to jump as well, but it does pretty much everything as I would like it to.
I had very high expectations for the Timp, which I think was good and bad. Every bike we've had from Fazari has just been varying levels of good. And knowing Tyler Cloward like I do, the lead product guy for Fazari, I knew it would be a good bike. I didn't know how good it would be. I didn't know if it would be something that was more fun or more stable, because I've ridden e-bikes that I would categorize as in one of those realms. The other thing was it's a full 29, and the bikes we've been on most recently were mullet, and I really liked that setup. So I jumped on the Timp and instantly felt almost eerily comfortable, which, you know, I'm pretty good about that. I jump on a bike and I like it pretty quickly. This one was just, it was uncanny. Like, I just automatically meshed with it. It rides really well. We had a blast on South Mountain. Didn't really have to do much setup, just got on it and ripped it. I think this thing comes in high 40s, like 49, maybe even 50 pounds. So compared to some other e-bikes, relatively light, but again, it pedals well. The drive system is great. And I was impressed with the battery life. We got a lot of time out of it.
So what I would say to somebody that's never ridden an e-bike, just be open-minded going into it. Use it as a benefit and not look at it as a negative, like this bike's heavy. Think of it as, okay, I got a little bit of power underneath me that's gonna help me get up hills, or going downhill, having the mass down low to help keep centered and things like that.
I don't think there's inherently any downside. You know, there's a lot of talk, drama about e-bikes. If you have somebody that's not a very skilled rider and they're out ripping around, you know, that's a potential downside. But that's any bike, e-bike, regular bike, it really doesn't matter. So I think there's very few, if any, downsides in my opinion. I think the biggest challenge we have right now is consumers or riders not quite understanding what they are, how they function, and what the benefits are, but we're gonna try to help that.